What up? It's your boy Dick Incredible Man, and I just seen Dr.Stone, episode 4. I'm an anime only watcher. I don't read the manga. I probably should, but what the hell just happened, man? Dude. Okay, let's be real. Okay. I don't want to believe it because I know SENKU is like one of the main characters of the show. But we're 4 episodes in, and this happens to the main character of the show. I thought they was going to work out some kind of arrangement, agreement, or Taiju was going to pop up and save him at the last moment. But we get, oh my gosh, Tsukasa. Oh, not my boy SENKU, man. SENKU is the GOAT, and this is how they do SENKU in episode 4. I'm sorry, I'm screaming, I'm yelling, I'm upset because this should not happen. I don't believe that he's dead. I don't want to believe it because he's the main star of the show, and I know the manga would verify it and tell me, but I'm just gonna wait till next week's episode. But I just don't believe it because he's one of the main stars of the show. It centers around him, Taiju. Okay. Let's talk about the episode, man. Okay. So it picks right up after last week's episode where they're trying to make the gunpowder, and they make the gunpowder, and then somehow, in a horrific way, Taiju just smashes it and it explodes. Like, yeah, they talked about everything about how it became. Now let's talk about that for a moment. They literally explain how to make gunpowder. Is nobody okay? I know everybody's probably flipping out about this episode because of what happened to SENKU, but I'm flipping out about that too because like what? But I'm over here thinking that, dude, if we came across some people that really just wanted to hurt people and create stuff, they just gave these people the idea how to make gunpowder. Okay, it's not a bad thing because, you know, us good people, you know, we just watch it for enjoyment and that's nice. But at the same time, there's a possibility if you make it, there's a chance you could explode as well trying to make it in the process. So, you know, I'm not making gunpowder, but it was nice that they showed us how to actually make gunpowder. And then they shot up with the little itty bitty robot that was like, please don't make this at home. You know, this is just for it. Please don't make this. So that was nice. I like that. You guys are good. But so then they're making the gunpowder, and Taiju was gonna. You're supposed to crush it just a little bit, and Taiju came in with this big heavy rock, and next day, you know, man, it just exploded. But the smoke signal done something. There's other people alive. Now, I knew and I seen other people in the opening. You can see a lot of people in the opening, but I didn't know if they were awakened on their own or was SENKU and Taiju gonna awaken them to fight against Tsukasa, and Tsukasa was going to get the recipe and awaken them on his own. But it didn't go like that. They were revived on their own somehow. Now, we know that you have to have a special potion to awaken people. But now, I'm assuming that's only for Taiju and Yorahisa. Because how did SENKU wake up? SENKU was unstoned before any of the 3 characters that we've seen so far. He was already unstoned when we popped up in the stone world. So he didn't need the same concoction, did he? Or did somebody else unstone it? It's very confusing now because it's getting to some stuff that like we don't have definitive answers for. Now manga readers probably do, but that's anime only watchers, we don't. Because SENKU was unstoned and he turned everyone else back to normal. But the people that's out there that sent up the smoke signals, which is 3 smoke signals, who unstoned them or how did they become unstoned? It could be the same way with SENKU, like somebody unstoned all of them, or see, we're not getting enough information on that part. But let's get back to the episode, man. Then we get to the point to where they were sending out the smoke signals, and SENKU was having rational thoughts about, well, this could be a good thing, but it's also a double-edged sword because at this moment, if we send out another smoke signal, we're going to give Tsukasa the actual location of where we are. So he done it anyway to try to get in contact with whoever was setting up the smoke signal. And that gave Tsukasa their location. But at that time, man, I was thinking that like Taiju was gonna make it back, but he didn't. So we get to the point to where Tsukasa grabs Yurihiza, or Yurihiza, Yurihiza. I have to look it up. But anyway, where he grabs Yurizu, I gotta look up her name. I feel like I'm butchering it. I feel like, let me see. Okay, Yuzuriya. Okay, where he grabs her and like he has the broken off spear at her throat. Okay, but he did. Now, before I finish that part, when they were discussing what to do with the gunpowder, and SENKU was like, "Well, we're gonna try to negotiate," and they look so frowned. Taiju and Yurihiza Yuzuriya looks so surprised that well, are we going to kill him? This man is killing people that's already turned to stone, and he has no qualms about killing you guys. And like, well, we shouldn't kill him. Why not? He doesn't care about you guys at all, man. Okay, so then it was like, well, then SENKU kind of appeals to them and was like, well, we're going to work out a plan, and if he sticks to the plan, we give him like, we're going to work out kind of trade or negotiation type. But he grabs Yuzuriya and takes her to where SENKU is, and SENKU kind of turns around and pans as he sees him, and tell me that you didn't create the gunpowder, and tell me the potion and everything, about like he wanted everything. He wanted to make sure that they wasn't creating the potion. I mean, creating gunpowder, and he wanted the antidote to the potion to unstone people. And he was threatened to kill her. Like he had it at her throat. This is the same guy that you guys, we shouldn't kill him. Are we going to kill him? He has no qualms about killing you. And then, oh my gosh. Then SENKU was like, you know what? I really don't care if you kill her. That was a boss move. I was like, I know that he was just saying that to try to, keep Tsukasa calm. But he was like, okay. Tsukasa called his bluff because like he chopped her hair off in an instant. It was like that close to her neck. And she was scared. SENKU and I was hoping Taiju would show up, but he didn't, man. He did not show up. I wanted him to show up. But at that moment, she was like, it kind of dawned on her. She was like, well, maybe he is serious. But she still didn't want to kill him. She was really willing and ready to kill herself, because she took up the spear and held it to her throat and was like, don't tell him anything. If it's meant for me to be like, she was willing to sacrifice herself so SENKU wouldn't have to tell him the secret of reviving people. That's boss status. That's boss status, man. I got to give Yuzuriya her props and credit, because that was absolutely fantastic. This is still bright. This is bugging me. Okay, got to give her major props for that. But what else? After that happened, SENKU told him the antidote and to revive people. And like we all knew, but in situations like that, even in like regular TV shows, I hate this situation so much, because why tell these people the leverage that you have or whatever you have over them? Why tell them? Because it doesn't matter. They're going to kill you anyway. They're doing it anyway, so you might as well just die with the secret that you know. Oh my gosh. I never understood that. And it's written in anime, TV shows, movies, and everything. Nobody understands the concept. Well, since you said you was going to kill so-and-so, I'll tell you the secret to whatever I'm holding. He's going to kill all of us anyway, man. This doesn't matter. But he does that, and he tells SENKU to give up on science, and he will let him live. And like, let's be real. Dude, you came in there with the idea of just like murdering these people from the jump. But then we get a nice segment, flashback type thing of SENKU and Taiju when they were young, and we see SENKU's dad. Well, SENKU was like fascinated and infatuated with science, and he wanted to go to space. Like, so SENKU in this moment, I don't know if anybody else caught it or felt like the way I felt about it, but the moment that his dad knew that he was like invested in science and stuff, he sold his car and filled Senku's room with nothing but tech and science equipment and everything. You had telescopes, you had presents that was wrapped and we didn't know what was in those. We had computers, we had beakers, we had everything developing scientists and engineer or whatever would need to practice and focus on that type of stuff, man. And that was, I love that segment. Then we saw him constantly working on experiments, and Taiju was right there beside him, man, helping him out. And then we get introduced to them probably in middle school, probably. And they meet Yuzahira, and she makes these little dolls that Senku has made another rocket ship. He tried like 4 times, and 3 times. And this one looks completed, and they put the dolls inside that she made, and he shot it off in outer space. And he created a rocket on his own and shot it into outer space. Like, it wasn't a huge rocket, it was a smaller version. But dude, how fantastic is that, man? This show is wonderful, man. Dude created his own rocket, shot it into outer space. Dude, I can't even put together. Okay, I'm a little tech savvy. I know a little bit, but dude, that is absolutely fantastic, man. But then we get to the most horrendous scene in this episode, man. Senku tells Tsukasa that he's not giving up on science, and dude is like, I wish you would have. And then he was like, if we had met in different circumstances, and maybe before this world had turned into a stone world, we maybe could have been friends. And then he was like, well, I'm gonna kill you anyway. Then he was like, well, and Senku was like, well, make it painless. And he was like, yeah, I can't remember exactly what he said, but anyway, he said he was gonna hit him like right here in the back, like right on his neck, and maybe like his back, like connecting all of his vertebrae and stuff. And he said it's gonna be quick, and you're just gonna be unconscious, and you're gonna die. Dude, I was like, and when it happened, I don't believe he's dead. I was pissed off when I seen it. I was mad. I was some kind of mad, man. I was mad. I was hot, but I don't believe he's dead because he's one of the main characters, man. So I'm hoping for next week a revival or so. I'm something. Give me something. But before I go, I kind of glossed over it. But when Senku was trying to get the stuff to make the gunpowder, we had a nice little segment of Yuzuriya and Taiju when he was telling her that he was going to tell her that what he wanted to tell her before they turned to stone, but he said he's going to wait until they revive the world. You know how hard that is to love someone and then say, well, I'm going to wait. I'm not going to do it. I imagine that's pretty hard. But that is hardcore, man. That is something serious that I think is absolutely fantastic on Taiju's part, to where he said he's going to wait before he makes his move and tell her that he loves her. And she was like, she smiled. But okay, man, this is your boy Nick Incredible. That was good. I enjoyed this episode, and I'm hoping that my boy Senku comes back, man. I don't know what's going on, but man, I hope he comes back. But this is your boy Nick Incredible, man. Don't forget to smash that like button till you can't smash it anymore. Comment down below, and I'll be sure to respond to each and every one of them, and subscribe, but only if you really want to, man. And remember that anime matters, anime is greatness, and anime is life. And this video is super long, man. I'm so sorry.